start getting set up. Last few items over here, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, how is everyone today? It's a beautiful Saturday of the snow that I'm done with it. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready to go to the beach. I'm ready to go to the lake and just enjoy the day. So let's see here. All right, so what we're doing today is we are going to show you just some of these crafts that I have put together. They're easy, they're simple, they're fun to do. They're anybody can do them. It doesn't take any sort of special skills to do any of these projects. So I know that I enjoy and I like to make something that's meaningful for my friends, for my mom, which by the way, this is my mama, Kathy. So she joined me today. She didn't really get an option or a choice to. I just said, hey, you're going live with me since you're coming to town. They've been to Florida. They got back, when did y'all get back?
A week ago yesterday.
A week ago yesterday. So they thought they had escaped the snow. Wrong. They got a little snow. I couldn't help but snicker.
Yeah, I told her I'll take snow any day over a tornado, so we're good.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay, so the few things that I showed you earlier was just some simple things here. I've got a piece of wood. I've got a little terracotta pot. I've got some mason jars, a mug, some little tea lights, and then a glass jar with a lid on it, okay? So I'm going to show you all what we've done to transform these into cute little gifts for Mother's Day. So let's clear this stuff out of the way. Let's start with the little terracotta pot. What we did first is paint it white. You can do any color. It doesn't matter, just whatever. And then Mom, she is going to just paint on it. I think we decided to do metallic gold.
Metallic gold.
So she is going to show you what little things you can do. It's pretty easy. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be right.
No, first of all, we're going to paint the band around the top. We're just going to paint that gold. And like Lauren said, you don't have to do anything fancy. Just paint it on there to give it some color and add some pretty gold color to just a plain old clay pot.
I like it.
Okay.
I think it looks good.
All right. Then we're just going to take the brush and just kind of make some random strokes around it to add some more color to it. And you can plant, a small plant, some herbs in there.
Yes, and I don't know if it's just I've been blind to it and just haven't noticed, but I have seen a lot of like succulents lately. They're just, I don't know, I think they're really cool. I don't know, I just think it's weird, not weird, but different and unique, and maybe doesn't take a lot of, the requirement of having a green thumb. But let me see if I can show it to you. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it just adds a real pretty, just a glitter to it. I don't know, makes it fancy. I like fancy. So anyway, after that, you let it dry, obviously, and then you can put some soil in it and any kind of little pot that you want to, or plant.
Right.
Plant that you'd like to put in there. So, the next thing is that I went to Lowe's and I picked up, it was actually 3 lengths. It was 3 foot by 1, and it's about 1 inch deep, okay? And it's a piece of pine, and I was kind of milling around and hanging around long enough that an employee came over, and he was like, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, and I explained to him what I was doing, and he said, well, we can cut it for you for free. And I was like, perfect. So I found this size, and I said, cut this down to 3 equal pieces. So that's what he did. And we went ahead and prepared we took this same piece here, painted a base coat on it, and then I went and I sanded over it, all right, with a palm sander. You don't have to have a palm sander. They're pretty cheap, but you don't have to have one. And then after I sanded it some, I made a stencil, and then we put that down. And then who all knows what Mod Podge is? This stuff is really awesome. It's got my little, hang on, it's got my Hobby Lobby sticker on there, which, by the way, Dollar Tree has Mod Podge. That is huge, y'all. This stuff is expensive, especially if you're buying it from Hobby Lobby. Sorry. I love Hobby Lobby, and I can only afford to buy it. It's not that expensive, but I'm just being silly. But anyway, it's expensive, but we determined, we haven't checked the ounces, but we think it's like a 2-ounce bottle, which is the size of that metallic paint, for $1. I mean, that's ridiculous, y'all. This was $6 for 8 ounces of it, okay? So what you do, the trick to getting, when you use a stencil, especially when you use, now this is vinyl. I cut this with my Silhouette, and I just cut out the words. I took out the letters, okay, left everything else, and then I applied it on here, and then we took the Mod Podge and just painted where the letters are. That is what's going to give us those crisp lines and look like that hand lettering that everyone is in love with right now. So what we're going to do is we will pick out some paints. Which one do you want to paint? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So on this one, I love this, Raised on Sweet Tea and Jesus, okay? So I'm going to use white to paint my lettering. And then, Mom, what color do you want to use? You can use any variation. Add just some white to it. Now, I recommend using like a sponge brush when you're going to, what is this? Do on the stencil, okay? Oh, let me also back up a little bit. Now, I painted these boards last night, or actually yesterday afternoon. So they've had a while to cure, okay? Let the paint really dry good on there before I did any sanding. And then I placed this down, and we've let the Mod Podge dry. So I think that'd be great. Yeah. What color is that? What's it called? Rouge. Rouge. I was about to say rogue. Rouge. So, all right, y'all talk to me. It's a staple. Pam, I'm telling you what, Mom, Pam, I love Pam. I love watching her stuff on Facebook. We kind of connected in a group. Brittany Young, I love her. We connected in one of her groups, and over Minion Party. Yeah. When I was doing my Minion Party, I was asking questions, about how to do some different things, or just for some advice. And Pam was helping me out. She's actually has been working on one for her grandson, a party. She does all of her grandkids' birthday parties. I mean, does them. And she just did a party. Is that your son, Pam? Let me know. I think it was her son, just turned 40, and they had a big, I guess they were on spring break, all the family there, and she had a party for them, and just some really cute things that she made. And she does all of her stuff by hand. See, I've got my Silhouette over there that helps me, that makes things easier, okay? And it helps me to keep lines straight. And, those of us that aren't gifted with great, penmanship, or, can draw anything outside of a little house, gives us the opportunity to have, and do those things with our crafting, with our tool over there. So, anyway, she's great. I love it. All right, let's see. All right, so you guys, let me know. When you are thinking of a gift for your mother for Mother's Day, what is it that is on your list when you do that? Are you wanting something that's memorable? Are you wanting something that, means something? I guess it's the same thing. Or are you just say, Mama, what you want? And just, getting her something that's on her wish list. Because a lot of times as mamas, we don't get what's on our wish list because we are busy providing for others, or, we just don't think about ourselves. So tell me, what is it? Let's see. Katie says, my sis and mom got the penmanship jeans. I use my Cricut. I have a friend that's got a Cricut, and she loves it, and it's just the same thing as my silhouette, and I love it. But, girl, I'm with you on that. I will use it all the time. No shame in that game, I tell you right now. Oh, Pam. Now, you've got it out of the box, right? You've got it set up. She's got a silhouette that she got for her birthday, or for Christmas, right? I think all your kids, you said all your kids went in and got it for you. I think that is wonderful, an awesome gift, especially since you do all of their, look, you're so much faster than me. Since you do all of their parties, I am talking. So anyway, but yes, I would love to come and help you with your silhouette. I've got a girlfriend that I work with, and we've tried setting up times to get together so we can work on some things, and I can teach her the little tricks. But I tell you what, YouTube is a lifesaver when it comes to how do I do this, okay? I tell you what, I'm going to brag on my hubby real quick. This week, what day was that, Mama? What day did we text you about the garage door?
Thursday?
Thursday, okay.
No, it may have been yesterday.
No, I think it was Thursday. Okay. It was Thursday. Yes, it was Thursday. So anyway, Zach sends me this text. Our garage door went haywire, wouldn't shut, okay? When I left to go to work, it had shut, or at least I thought it had shut. It started shutting, let's put it that way, because, as soon as I see that it's going down, I'm gone. So anyway, he goes to leave after I do, and he's calling me saying that, oh my gosh, the door's not shut. I don't know what's wrong. It won't shut. What's going on? I'm stressed. What do I do? So I said, well, let's just, let's text Dad, see if he knows, if he has an idea. So anyway, long story short, he got on YouTube and found out how to fix our garage door. And I'm so proud of him for doing that. That was a big deal. And so now we didn't have to wait until Dad come up today and then spend some of his time instead of, visiting with us to instead fix that darn door, okay? So anyway, I just love YouTube. All right, let me check up here. Let's see. Katie says she likes to do custom and meaningful gifts for Mother's Day. I do too. I'm a kind of a hands-on DIY. Except, sometimes I have these grand plans and they don't always pan out, but they still love me.
Yes, I love you.
But anyway, yes, I'm with you. I like that. Custom gifts, I do. Pam, you've had one lesson, it hasn't sunk in yet. That's okay. It will. And don't you worry about it. You'll get it. But I still can't believe that you do all of that. What I've seen, that you've done all of that just by hand, that is just amazing to me. Very good. So, I don't think you've got to let that dry. I'm usually impatient, and I don't like to let it dry. And I'm also concerned that it'll stick. Does that make sense? In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if I let this sit too long, then this paint's going to stick, and then when I pull off the thing, then it's going to be stuck and it's just going to peel the letters off. So, but I think you probably can pull yours off now. So once you're done and you let it dry just a little bit, or to your preference, find a corner.
What are you doing?
Hey, Bubba.
Then sings my soul.
Then sings my soul. Do you know what that is? Song? You know what song that is?
What song is it?
I don't know what that song is.
It's called How Great Thou Art. It's a beautiful hymn. I love that hymn.
Carl, ladies, where were we? Carl.
He is back, and so is Sid. He's back to doing his impersonating here. He's watching us on the screen. I've got the screen up over here.
It doesn't.
So if you would, let me know that you're here and you're watching. I see that there's 5 of y'all on. That kind of lets us know. If you have any questions, ask away. Ask. Solomon, I see that. Mercury. He's been working on the planets here. He does that with, what show do you watch, Solomon? Little Einsteins. He watches Little Einsteins. He loves it. And I love it. It teaches him so much. All right, I better stop. I'm working it too much, I think.
Is that normal for that to do that?
Yeah, it can. It can tear. That's fine.
Okay.
You might be easier if you turn it around and pull it towards you.
That's what I was doing, and then it started doing that. So.
It started pulling up.
Yeah.
Let me get my hook. You may need it. All the way over there. I see that. Okay, can you go over there, please? All right, so what all are you guys doing this weekend? Got big plans? This is some mega adhesive.
It is. It's very...
Mommy?
Yes, baby. I see that, honey.
It wasn't going anywhere. I'm kind of...
All right. Okay, it's coming off. It's coming off. We're getting it. Slowly but surely.
Looking good.
Don't you love them live videos?
Oh, yeah. Sit down, baby. Can you put that down, sweetheart?
I see that, honey. All right, so while you work on that, I'm going to move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
and we'll show you. Okay, the next little item I've got here is a jar. It's pretty simple. Most of us have them laying around, you know, most of us have gotten one. If not, you can pick them up anywhere. What I did is first off, take a shape, any shape you want. I'm using a fleur-de-lis, okay? And I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to stick it to the jar. Well, you want to clean it first, okay? Make sure that it doesn't have any gunk on it or whatever. All right, smooth it down. Now this one I'm not going to do the whole, the Mod Podge, only because it's on a smooth surface, so it's not going to need that. All right, I see it, baby. Very good, thank you. It's not going to need it because you're going on a smooth surface. Now the wood is not a completely smooth surface. You've got the crevices and stuff, so you don't want to have that on there. You don't want it to seep underneath. All right, so I just put my fleur-de-lis on there, and then what you'll do, I'm just going to use this purple. I stick my hand in it just to make it easier, and just paint right over. You're going to paint over the symbol, the heart, the star, the whatever, all right? Paint over it. I think we should have had an after as well.
I think so.
I agree. Too funny. Hey, baby, it's Mars. All right, paint, 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 paint. And you can paint it as transparent as you want to, as, you know, fully covered or whatever. You can go all the way up around it. You can leave the top edge of it. Doesn't really matter. You can paint the inside and not the outside, although that might be more difficult if you're wanting to do a shape like what I'm going to do. All right. All right, that's covered. All right, so you've got that. You can let it dry. And then I've already got one. You can't really tell, I don't think, but I've got one of those same things here, and I'm going to
Mommy?
Get that off of here. Yes, darling.
Mom?
Yes, darling. I see that Jupiter. He wants to make sure I see what he has. All right, so I'm going to pick this off. Here it goes. pick it off. Oh, it's coming. It's looking good. Saturn. All right. This one's actually doing much easier, I think. Well, my goodness. There we go. Beautiful. Uranus, wonderful. I have to acknowledge him every time, or he won't leave. But I love it. He is interested and he's learning, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. He's great. Okay, I've almost got this off now. All right, there you go. Once you have it off, then you've got the, isn't that pretty?
Very pretty.
Very
Good job.
pretty. And I got at the Dollar Tree, y'all, the little lights here, little battery lights. Put it down in the bottom, or you know, this is for a kid-friendly home, you know, especially if you've got a child that's crazy and wild. But anyway, then you put it in there, and you've got a little candle holder. You can also just use a regular candle or anything else, but I think that's really cool. Another thing that I saw, Neptune, thank you. Another thing that I saw was really super cute is that on the back, on the other side, or you could just use just a jar, you know, that already has like the ball or the cur is the other one, right? Mm-hmm. I think the cur is the one I saw. But anyway, fully paint it, okay? And then where it has the words here, just sand over it. Take some sandpaper and sand over it just to take the paint off the top of the letters. And then kind of in just a few other little places to kind of distress it. And I thought that was really pretty too. I thought that was simple, easy to do. All right. Next thing is that we've got a mug. Okay, y'all. Now this is my favorite. Okay. So on one side, you know, it's very typical to put your monogram on things. All right. So my first, on the side that's going to face me when I'm drinking it, I'm going to put my monogram. All right, which way? I'm right-handed. I'm going to hold it this way. All right, so I'm just going to put my letters on. Letters on. Smooth it over. Hey, Mercury. All right, peel it off. Don't that look good? Doesn't that look good?
Looks very good. I
Look
like
at
that.
that. That's
like
so
that.
pretty and simple. And then on the other side, y'all, okay, I don't know. Maybe I just think this is hilarious. I think it's absolutely funny. We're going to put a phrase on the other side. And the phrase that I've picked says, because I said so. All right? And then it's quoted to be mom. So, and you could change that to mama, to Meemaw, to mommy, whatever.
Okay.
Venus, thank you. Whatever, you know, that you prefer to be called, or what your children call you, or, you know, the mom in your life. You know, this video is not just for women. This is for the men out there. You know, maybe you're looking for something to do with your kiddos. That could be easy. And be, you know, be meaningful to them for Mother's Day. I think this is absolutely hilarious. I lost my period. There we go. Fixed. So let's say I'm drinking coffee or whatever, and Solomon has asked me to do something, and I'm like, you know, I keep telling him no or whatever, and he's like, why? Because I said so. So you're drinking your coffee, and you see your lovely monogram. You say, oh, this is such a beautiful cup of coffee. I love it. Kid comes up and is begging. You say, no, get away. They say, why? I said, because I said so. You don't have to say it. Just point.
Mommy?
Keep drinking. I think it's hilarious.
Mommy?
Earth. I love it. Very good. Oh, the guys are back. They've been gone all day to Evansville, right?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's hilarious. This is my favorite already by far. Then last thing. No, yes. Okay. The next thing. Let's put it that way. Next thing. I've got a jar here. This happens to be, you can get really any kind of jar, but this jar happens to be a repurposed jar. Hey, Angela. Angela says hi.
Hi.
Thanks, Beth. I love that. And Pam. Let's see. Do you have board and brush near you? I've been to their classes. They use stencils, but tape the stencils down may make it easier for your mom. Just an idea.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That was an ordeal. I didn't know I was going to need to work out before I came.
Oh, little condition training, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, to answer your question, no, I don't. Taping down the stencils, that sounds like a great idea. I was going to use, here's the thing, is I was going to use the matte vinyl, which is actually what I used on the jar. And it is not as a sticky adhesive. It's a 631, so it's removable. That is more of a permanent, but it's not super permanent. Like, you can still remove it. But anyway, so that's why. But when I went to go take off and weed off the parts to make the stencil using the matte, it just didn't work. So that's why I used that kind. And I don't know if you could, I mean, I guess you still could if you just taped it. I guess you still could do it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll have to think of the logistics. So, on this jar, I have a little phrase, a little thing that I made up. All right, let's see. It's not quite straight, but I'm just doing this for y'all. It's not anything special for somebody. It's actually got my own initial on it. So, here it is. This one says, Kisses for Mom. Yeah, and I put my initial on there. You could do a monogram. You could do a monogram. Sorry, Zach's behind me. They went to the range. Oh, are you going to come in and show?
Gotta show y'all mine. Where y'all at?
No, it's right there. It's delayed, remember?
Oh. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It's my AR skills.
He's so proud of that.
I'm proud of it.
All right, so anyway, we all love chocolate. Mama's love chocolate. Who doesn't? And if you don't like chocolate, that's fine. Put something else on there. Put mints for Mama or whatever. But anyway, did Kisses for Mom, and then I'm going to put Hershey Kisses in there, put a lid on, and call it done. I'll probably get 2 bags if I were going to do it for a gift. That way it'd be full. But there you go. There's another gift. And then let's show.
Basketball.
You can play basketball. Yes, Daddy is home. You can play basketball now. He's been waiting for you, Dad, all day to get home. All right, so here it is. It's Then Sings My Soul. That's part of the hymn, How Great Thou Art. I think it looks great. And you can just, you don't have to hang it up, but if you wanted to, you could. You could just put, well, you could, put the little hanger on the back. Or you could
Use an easel.
Use an easel, or just lay it up against something. Stick it outside. It's wood, I think it looks great. I love it. It's so pretty. It looks so good, y'all. And I'll take the stencil off of the other one and show it to you later. Angela says she loves the zombie targets. She shoots at those with her .45. Now, Angela, when you were in the military, what was it that you did? Was she a...
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What am I thinking?
Yeah, she was.
I know, but what did she do?
I don't know. You ask her.
Were you a sniper? Am I thinking that? Am I right? Was it sniper? Is that right? Mm-hmm. I can't remember. You just tell me what you did, okay? She was a cook. I was so wrong. So wrong. That's hilarious. Too funny. Too funny. Okay. Oh, and show them what you did. She added a little bit of accent to the pot.
I just tied some jute around it. You can use any kind of ribbon. Also, if you wanted to paint some, vines or flowers on there, you could also do that.
Yeah, I love
Dress
it.
it up.
I love it. We had out here, where's the little paint pen at? I think, is it underneath your...
Yes.
Yeah. You could even use a paint pen if you wanted. You could draw it on there. They have them in all kinds of colors. The particular one I've got here is gold. But you can use it in any of the colors. Draw it on there. You can do geometric shapes on there or whatever, if you wanted to hand draw their the initial of their first name or last name or whatever. So there you go. There's the gifts that I've got for y'all. We've got the votive jar candle holder thing. Let's see. Let me see my little hook here. See if I can take this one off easier, faster. I like that red color. I tell you what, that ended up looking really pretty. Or not red, but purple. That rouge. All right. I'm not going to mess with that. I'll deal with it later. So anyway, we've got the candle holder. We've got the kisses. We've got the pot. We've got the mug. I love this mug because I said so, Mom. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, that. And then the board, the signs. These are all easy. Anybody can do these. They're simple. They're fun. It's a lot. She said she did shoot many weapons. Angela did. I knew you did. You had to have, right? Yes, military. So, all right. Well, I thank you guys for joining us. If you would, please head over to my page. I'm going to put it in the comments here. It's Lauren Anderson Crafts. And just hit a like on it. I've been working on a lot of projects here lately. I do the pennant banners a lot. I get the requests for those often. They're fun. I like to do them. And I've got some ones, I can't talk about them, but they're some really cool ones that I've been able to make and have been asked to make. And I think it's super cool. Let's see, what else? I've been working on paper flowers. Y'all, I told you I was doing it, right? So here's some of my paper flowers that I've been working on. I've just been kind of doing the small ones right now to kind of, I've actually made these, did the pattern myself. So I designed them and I worked on them, this kind and then this kind. So I've got some others. I'm working on the big giant flowers. I'm working on perfecting those so that I can maybe put those up in my Etsy shop and sell those as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot a question, shoot an answer, a direct message, whatever, and I will get back to you. Thanks so much for joining us. I need somebody to turn it off.